Abernathy, and I'm the CEO and founder of Lomo Market. We're a business based in Durham, North Carolina, and Lomo stands for Local Mobile. So we are a platform that connects local food producers with local food consumers. And so we do that two ways. One is with social media, connecting people through Twitter and Facebook and our own website. And then we also do it through an actual mobile retail market. So think bookmobile. Go back to your childhood days where you would go through a bookmobile, pick your books, and then check out. That's very similar to what we're doing. We're going to businesses, neighborhoods, wellness centers, which wasn't in the business plan originally, and bringing local food to people, making it convenient and easy. That's our main focus. And so we carry produce. We have fish from the North Carolina coast. We have all kinds of meat, dairy, eggs, prepared goods, specialty items like jams and jellies. And so our focus really is on the food entrepreneur who is at that stage of either needing to acquire a few more acres or move from cooking in a restaurant kitchen at 2 a.m. to going to incubator space that might cost a little bit more. So helping folks take that next step by getting them more customers and also a higher margin on what they're producing. And so my story, it goes back to 2 summers ago. 2010, I was helping to advise a startup in Durham. I've been through a few businesses myself, and they were community-supported fishery. And really, I was just helping them think about their legal structure. Should you be nonprofit, for-profit, B Corp? I don't know how much they got from me, but I learned a lot about the distribution problems with local fish. And then that got me very curious about local food in general, why when you go into a Whole Foods or a regular grocery store, why there's so little even from the Southeast. So that got my curiosity going. I started talking to friends and realizing that they weren't like me. They weren't crazy about food necessarily. They didn't have the time to do pick your owns, be members of community-supported agriculture, go to the farmers market every Saturday. These are folks that are super busy, want local food, know about it, and have the resources to purchase it, but they've got kids and soccer practice and birthday parties. And so our whole concept is to put the food right in people's transit paths. We started with a business plan. We worked with the UNC Business School. That was last summer. We knew that we didn't have it perfect, so a little bit different than the other story you had. We kind of jumped in with it. We knew that we weren't going to go to a lender to start. We were going to self-finance a pilot, which we launched in May. So we had a pilot for 2 months to prove our model. And then our ambition was to go to angel investors because we knew that we were looking at something that we wanted to scale. We want to be bigger than the triangle. Once we figure out all these logistics, we think we can go to other places. And there is this whole e-commerce side of what we're doing too, and social media. And we knew that we had to jump in, not be perfect, and figure things out. And we did. We created what we call Be a Market Maker campaign. It's a blend of Kickstarter and Groupon, so kind of our own thing that we mashed together. And so it helps us know where to go. So people nominate stops, we research them, make sure we have the permitting, we got a safe place for them, all that kind of stuff. And then we put those stops up on a campaign. We just finished our 3rd one today. And people can vote, and they vote with their dollars. And then those dollars convert into credits that they can spend on the market. But it helps us know where people will support us. So it takes a little bit of the risk out. When we started it, the website, the first day, like nobody was voting. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I started getting emails from friends that they didn't know to scroll down to where the voting part was. So, I had all these great graphic designers working with me, all this kind of stuff. And then that basic thing that they couldn't tell that they needed to scroll down. And so, we're frantic on a Friday night redesigning the page and then putting it back out on Saturday morning. And there's been quite a bit of that. The first day we opened, all our technology just crashed. So we're cloud-based. We're using cell signal to run our tablets and Square and all that kind of stuff. Square worked, but we couldn't ring up anybody. And we had to totally go back to old school, like one person's inside yelling out prices to the person with the calculator writing it down. But it still worked, and everybody had a great night, and people came back the next stop. And so I think you do want to have a business plan, but you also have to start. You have to go for it too. And if you can stay too long in a business plan mode. And so if you can get out there and start it and then make improvements to it, that's one way to go. And we're very fortunate because Investor Circle, who you're going to hear more about, we just closed a round of angel investing with them last week. And we're getting ready to do another round, and hopefully, yeah, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. And even though I'd raised money before, I'd never raised angel investing. I had raised money for real estate, which is a very tangible asset. And so it was very different going into the angel investing world. We're starting to gear up for our second round. You never stop as an entrepreneur. And the next round, we're hoping, will take us into a new region. And we're looking at Asheville, Charleston, Wilmington. And so would love any insight on people to partner with and convincing us that maybe Asheville is a good place to go. We already know it is. I love Asheville. Yeah. So that's my story. I'll turn it over.